If you've ever visited some of the world's most famous churches, you must have been amazed by the splendid art that adorns these structures. But have you ever wondered what the goal was behind decorating buildings so lavishly? It wasn't really to show off. Back then, it was truly believed that people could be transported by images to wonderful places. Join us on this brief journey among some of the most impressive works of art that emerged amidst the conflicts between the Roman Catholic Church and the Protestantism of Martin Luther and John Calvin. If you're interested in this content, please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it to stay tuned for our updates.
In the year 1685, someone painted this 3D fresco in Rome, a masterpiece of Baroque art. The Catholic belief that artwork and paintings could transport people spiritually is rooted in the idea that art is not just a form of beauty, but also a powerful means to communicate and experience the divine. In the 15th century, the printing press put translated copies of the Bible into the hands of people all over Europe. Those who previously relied on the Catholic Church to interpret it now argued that the Church had taken many liberties with the original text of the Bible. Martin Luther and John Calvin opposed practices such as the sale of indulgences, deciding it was time to return to the original text. Religious art of Jesus, Mary, and the saints began to be seen as unnecessary and idolatrous. The reformers dedicated themselves to destroying any religious image they could. Churches and squares across Europe were stripped of their luxurious artwork. In England, 99% of religious art was destroyed. Protestant churches became much simpler than Catholic ones. Having lost their extravagant details, they were reduced to their functional purpose, spaces to gather and worship. Catholicism had to fight back. A counter-reformation was initiated in a series of councils from the year 1545 to the year 1563. How should the Catholic Church respond? Should it make concessions about religious art? Their decision to double down and create art so incredibly beautiful that it could transform people spiritually. The argument was this: art can teach people how to live and act. It can communicate the Gospels, especially at a time when most people were illiterate, and it can help to enthuse people to attend church and worship God. But to attract people back to Catholicism, they needed art as captivating as never seen before. How to do that after a century of Michelangelo, Raphael, and Tintoretto? The answer was to channel completely new levels of energy and emotion. A new art form emerged known as Baroque. Renaissance art had focused on challenging the viewer to contemplate its meaning and complexities. Baroque art appealed directly to the senses through drama. Notice how Bernini's David compares to Michelangelo's version. But the councils did address concerns about art considered problematic. Some things had gone too far. In fact, they painted over the nudity in Michelangelo's Last Judgment. As you can see in this image, the green garment was added to the nude figure by a friend of Michelangelo's. It was decided that art should avoid confusing people with complex poses or inciting them to lust with excessive nudity. It should simply captivate them with beauty. Bernini, the Michelangelo of his time, was hired by the popes to create art so moving that it would draw people back to Catholicism. The ecstasy of St. Teresa showed people the ecstatic joy at the moment of a religious transformation. Churches did the same. They appealed to the senses with intoxicating displays, in some cases decorating every inch of wall. More than ever, they became vehicles for evangelization. Rome itself was transformed through new architecture and urban planning, with the goal of re-establishing it as the heart of Christianity. Many of the impressive ceilings you find there today are from the Baroque era. Which brings us to Andrea Pozzo's 3D masterpiece. Could it be possible to outdo the work that Michelangelo had done on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Maybe not, but Pozzo perfectly captured the spirit of the age. Michelangelo had focused on naturalism and harmony. Pozzo's illusionistic marvels simply tried to lift you up to the heavens. Baroque art was a powerful tool used by the Catholic Church to inspire and strengthen the faith of the faithful, transporting them spiritually through deeply emotional images. Now it's your turn to participate and tell us your opinion. What do you think about religions and their problems? Do you think anything good came out of the differences between Protestants and Catholics in European art? Leave your answers in the comments. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.